And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Jalen Richard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's coming. Check in.
Let's go, D.
Mike 13. Watch the run.
Monday. Mike 13. He's coming. Check in.
On second and 9, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9.
Safety's creeping.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Stills bringing it in. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
I got you. Mike 13. Got one.
Third and long here for Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. M.J. Stewart, mainly known for his pass coverage, this time a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time race.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A run there on first down. And a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, here we go.
Richard trying the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Bravo.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hug, hug. Hey, zoo.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Able to find Harris, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
He's coming. Check in.
Let's go, let's go.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Go, go.
Mike 13. Rip right.
From the 31, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, B, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they go with the elusive, slippery guy. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Mora, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, Porter, I'm playing the wrong football.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Richard. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 13, Mike 13. Hey, Charlie.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sag.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
4. Watch the pass. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
One. Hayward. Watch the shot.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota dancing to his left. Towards the end zone for... And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Come on here. Come get some.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Alpha. Mike 13.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
54 Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 3rd down, Mariota flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th down.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Mike's 54.
3.
3 buzz.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
It's a turnover on downs.
Hug.
Check in. You must be getting.
Middle. Hey, orbit.
Mike 13. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing, Mariota. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3.
Check Mike 54.
Mariota. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check. Fresno.
Mariota again. Being chased out left. Now fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Mariota. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, high 7. Mike 13.
Rosen will throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey,
On first down, Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One. Let's go. Echo 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch twist. One. Check 4. Three. Chest. 49.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's got Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mariota forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
From the red zone now, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Team 6. Team 6. Check me out. Check me out. Mike 13. Mike 13. He's coming. He's coming. Check him. Cut.
Here's Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go. Check 13. Check 13. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 1. Twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Mariota on 4th down. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw again on second down, Rosen.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Box truck. Whoa.
Third and long here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Marr on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Eagles 51, Cowboys 3. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Throwing here, Mariota going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Good stuff. He's doing this. Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4.